Here we are back in round 4, Blue-Black Delver Pauper. We have to mulligan a no lander. And we'll keep this one. Gonna want to set up a brainstorm Terramorphic Expanse turn. Yeah, we'll put that on. Put that on the bottom. I think we're gonna brainstorm to hope to hit Delver Secrets. Affinity. Okay. But we really want to get a fast clock going against these guys. Okay, did not hit what I wanted. Put Decay and a Backwater back. Stop on my upkeep. Note to put those in the yard. Okay. Well, there's a Delver. If we get a Gurmag Angler, we can be pretty big fast. Affinity is really strong in Pauper. They can have some hands that are super explosive, so fingers crossed they don't get those. I don't think Affinity is a very good matchup for us. They have a lot of really big creatures. Although this is better than, I think it's better than the mono blue Delver list, or even the blue red, because we have Gurmag Angler, which is bigger than a lot of the stuff they're playing. So we will play an island and cast Delver Secrets, hold up Counterspell and Thought Scour. I guess Counterspell or Thought Scour. If we could flip this Delver, that would be pretty cool. Get a good tempo going. Start beating in for some damage. Darksteel Citadel for our opponent. Draw 2 cards. He's thinking. One thing about the Affinity deck is they have to play a bunch of different artifact lands that generate different mana. Chromatic Star helps them fix temporarily, but like right now he can't cast a Carapace Forger unless he sacrifices the star. Blue and a red. Opponent is thinking long and hard. Ideally, we can counterspell something like a Carapace Forger or a Mirror Enforcer or an Atog. Okay, so yeah, we're going to counterspell that. And we're going to flip Delver. Right? No. Okay. We are going to get in for 1, and we'll play the Stormbound Geist. I think that's better than trying to guarantee the flip. I want to keep Terramorphic Expanse up, I think, in case I draw Brainstorm, or like I ponder and I want one of the cards, not the other two. I think its upside is stronger than just cracking it for a 4th land, which we really don't need right now. Opponent has 6 cards in hand, lots of things to do, I'm sure. Thoughtcast. Draw 2 for 1. Pretty good. Pretty good. Now he doesn't have blue. Another Darksteel Citadel, that's fine. Still needs to use the star to cast a lot of his colored spells. Another star. Hopefully we can flip this Delver blind at the beginning of our next turn and then ponder for a Gurmag Angler. Our opponent has many decisions to make, and they're all very difficult. And so many lines of play. Infinity is a fairly complex deck, but I don't think that it should take 5 minutes a turn. Mirror Enforcer, yep. 1 mana 4/4 seems good. So if we crack the Terror Expanse, then we can ponder and cast another Stormbound Geist. We have Thought Scour for the Ponder Mill. I think now I'm going to do it. I really want to be able to cast another threat, and this maximizes our chances of doing so. Cannot reveal an island. That's not what we wanted to draw. I think Counterspell is a good draw here. It's an alright draw. And we leave Mental Note on top so we can flip the Delver next turn. I like to not play all my lands to keep Brainstorm alive. So Galvanic Blast the Delver of Secrets. I think we want to counterspell that. I hope he doesn't have... Affinity plays a lot of cards that aren't threats. They have really strong threats, but we don't have a lot of threats. So hopefully we can race this guy. Do we flip the Delver? Cracking the Chromatic Star for a green mana to get Carapace Forager. Yep. Hopefully... Oh, he does even another one? He has 2. That's a lot of 4/4s. And this is where A, the Affinity deck, can really beat up on ours just by playing a bunch of creatures that are bigger than most of our stuff. And B, we really wanted that Delver a little earlier. If we could have had Delver flipped by now, he'd be at a much lower life total. And if we had Delver played in the first 2 turns of the game, he'd be even better. Okay. Sure thing. Oh boy. Yep. Very nice. Well, maybe we should have let that Galvanic Blast resolve. I don't know. He hadn't played a threat on so many turns, and then he plays 3 and 1. Not much I can do about that. Daze is not what I want. Brainstorm. Really need a Gurmag Angler. Come on. 0. We play 4. 0 Gurmag Anglers in the top 26. Unlucky. I mean... Ugh. Yeah, Affinity is really frustrating to play against. We really needed a faster tempo. This is definitely not the matchup we wanted to see. Affinity hasn't been very popular recently, but it's always there. Stormbound guys can't block the ground creatures. We will counterspell that. We already know we're drawing. Yeah, we lost. Dang, we really need to be faster than that. Don't have much of a sideboard for them either. Maybe an edict would be good to have. Really just trying to be aggro and tempo them out, I think. Okay, here we go. On the play for game 2. This hand is okay. We can get an angler up pretty fast. Not as fast as we would like because our land's come into play tapped, but yeah, playing tempo decks with this bad mana base is frustrating sometimes, but I've definitely seen this deck just go off before, so maybe it's not as consistent as I thought. Opponent has Tree of Tails and maybe something else. Springleaf Drum, artifact for affinity, taps for mana with creatures like Frogmite. We don't really have anything we want to put back. I think we'll just get an island and Thought Scour. Flayer Husk, yep. Alright, our 1 of Edict is offline for the most part. Frogmite. Please stop. Please stop playing big artifacts. No. Carapace Forager off the Springleaf Drum. A Tog. Tog is worse than Carapace Forager. This card is so good. Sacrifice an artifact to get +2/+2 until end turn. So, theoretically, this is something that could happen. Let's say I don't deal with the Atog. Next turn he plays an artifact land, and then plays like a 1 mana artifact. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so even if he doesn't play anything, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, he can sacrifice all of his artifacts. He generates a red mana with Frogmite and Springleaf Drum, sacrifices all of his artifacts, attacks for 11, and then flings them at me and kills me. Turn 3. That's Pauper. That's not too strong. I definitely think that this card should be banned. I think now I'm gonna go for the Brainstorm. Put back Stormbound Geist. Gush. Sacrifice. Get an island. Cast. I feel like this is frustrating. This is a hard situation to be in. I'm gonna cast Delver. Hope he doesn't try to go for a big fling kill. Well, I guess if he does, we have spells to deal with it, so he probably won't. End step, we can Mental Note and Thought Scour, play Gurmag Angler. Hopefully we'll attack with our 3/2 Delver in the air, if we're lucky enough for that. And then next turn we can have Vapor Snag and Deprive for the Atog. If he plays an artifact and we counter with Deprive, then we die to a Tog if we don't jump and he has Fling. Okay, well he can't cast Fling now. So that's good. The Tog makes every artifact better because it just makes him bigger. We're not going to block. See what he does. Nice. Okay. Didn't try to do anything too fancy. Okay, well we're going to deprive that. And we're really hoping to flip this Delver. The next turn we can Gurmag Angler and Vapor Snag a Tog if we need to. Alright, we'll reveal Disfigure. Can't disfigure a Tog. So now we will Mental Note. Cast our Angler. And we'll have Vapor Snag up if he tries to get in with a bunch of Atog damage. Something about Affinity isn't the most consistent deck because it plays a lot of artifacts that aren't super high impact and doesn't filter very well. So if he only has like the Atog, then we can just race, hopefully. Another Flayer Husk. Another fairly low impact threat, but another artifact to make a Tog bigger. Gear Seeker Serpent, a 5/6, because they needed another artifact. I can't believe that they printed another thing with affinity to artifacts. It's weird that this doesn't just say affinity on it. Probably because they didn't want to put a keyword on just one creature, but thank you, Wizards. I think Affinity is probably the most unfair deck in the format right now. This is not a good situation. This card is bigger than us. We have Disfigure. Double Brainstorm, not the best, but we'll go for it. Ghastly Demise. We can Ghastly Demise this guy. So put Island and I think Disfigure back. Then we can Mental Note. Ghastly Demise, the Gear Seeker Serpent, and attack with both of our creatures. Goes down to 9. We have Vapor Snag and Daze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So if he sacrifices all of his artifacts and flings a Tog at us, it's not enough to kill us. If he plays one more artifact, it is. And then Vapor Snag cannot save us. So, alright. If this last card is fling, we lose. Unless he forgets to float mana. Which would be fairly crazy. How much you want to bet his last card is fling? There goes 1. 2. Okay, he can't cast fling now. So, maybe not. Okay, so we won. Nicely done. This is not lethal. Sacrifice more artifacts. This is not lethal. Sacrifice the Flare Husk. Okay. So you didn't float mana. Close one. But we did it. Nice. Go to game 3 on the draw. I still don't think we have very good sideboard for this matchup. Blue-black can't really board in a lot of artifact removal. We're going to hope for the turn 1 Delver and a quick Gurmag Angler, and we're going to just beat him down like that, and he's not going to have much threats, and it's all going to work out. That's the mentality we got to have. Game 3 on the draw. We have Delver turn 2 and a Scavenger potentially early. Our opponent mulliganed to 6, keeps 6, and puts a card on the thinking long and hard about this scry. Puts it on the bottom. Okay. Turn 1, Furnace, Springleaf Drum. Alright, that's one of their best starts, really, is the land into Springleaf Drum. Well, we're going to play Delver turn 2 and hope that we can ride that to victory. We have Days backup. If he played Carapace Forger right here. Okay. It's good to see. Double Springleaf Drum is fine. Means he doesn't have a lot of threats. I would counter a Carapace Forger here. Okay, that we're 2. Hopefully that last card in their hand isn't a threat, and we can race this Frogmite. Land, Delver of Secrets. We're going to want to brainstorm. Not using the Frogmite for Springleaf Drum mana. He can cast Mirror Enforcer and Carapace Forger right now. Has nothing though. Okay, we really need to flip this Delver. Cast Brainstorm. Pyroblast the Delver Secrets. Okay. Ooh. These are some interesting cards for sure. Get rid of the Gush and the Ponder. Delver is dead. Do not reveal. I think we'll shuffle the Gush away to get a Swamp. Cast Scavenger next turn. We can Daze again. If he tries to cast like a Carapace Forger right here. Or a Mirror Enforcer post combat, since he won't be able to make mana with Frogmite. Sacking the Star. If this is Thoughtcast, I think I'm going to Daze it. I think I'll have no cards in hand. Alright, I think he was hoping to draw a Thoughtcast and then didn't get it. Well, I'm going to cast, I think, Ponder. If I get a Grimag Angler, I'd rather play that. Hopefully hit the third land drop. Okay, well, we're going to shuffle all these away. Island, nice draw. We'll play our Sultai Scavenger. We have Mental Note, Vapor Snag, and Daze. If our opponent doesn't do anything, we can Mental Note, hope to draw a Grimag Angler. Just another threat for sure. Galvanic Blast. Well, we could Vapor Snag our Scavenger. I don't think, it's a tough one. Sure. Yeah, I think we really need a threat. We have the Mental Note, we'll be able to cast it. Oh, is he gonna Pyroblast the Vapor Snag? That's fine. I wasn't super sure. Okay, yeah, Dispel. I wasn't super sure about that play. That's okay. Gonna cast Brainstorm, have the Mental Note. Probably Chainer's Edict this turn. What do we not want to draw? I want to draw all of these actually. Put those on top. Chainer's Edict. We can have Daze for like the Carapace Forger. Hopefully he just doesn't do anything. Land. Alright, Well, we're going to play Stormbound Geist and hope we can go one more turn without drawing a threat. And then we can have double counterspell up. Or counterspell up each turn. We can counter 2 things over the course of 2 turns. Oh, but he drew something. No, why? The one turn we needed to not draw anything. Well, we're going to try to race. Gurma Gangler is bigger than that, so if we can draw that soon, that'll be good. We can counterspell anything else that they play. That's fine. Sometimes Prophetic Prism is a good counterspell target, but not in this situation. Mental Note. Another Scavenger. Do I want to Gush? I don't think so. Won't be able to counterspell anything next turn if I do. Stormbound Geist cannot block the Mirror Enforcer, even if we wanted it to. So we really need to draw a Grisly Demise or just whatever the one black. I think Grisly Demise is the card. And then we draw another Vapor Snag or Gurmag Angler. We are countering that for sure. Hell no. If he used Spring Drum to generate mana and played a creature, that'd be cool. Ooh, he's doing it. Ooh, nice. Get to hard cast Daze. That was huge. We're gonna Gush. Well, we'd be okay if it wasn't for that stupid 4/4. We're pretty far away from Chainer's Edict Flashback, so I don't think we can rely on that. We need to draw Gurmag Angler. We have a couple good draws. Gurmag Angler is the best one. Mirror Enforcer. Heck no. Stop drawing stuff, dude. There we go. Mental Note. There's our Gurmag Angler. There's our Grisly Demise. Nice. Okay. We have Counterspell. We have some stuff that we can do. Hopefully he just draws some dead cards, like some Springleaf Drums or, I don't know, more lands. Ghastly Demise, not Grisly Demise. Hopefully he doesn't have, I mean, he could have drawn another Dispel, which would be frustrating because we'd have to deprive it, but if he has Dispel, we'd have to deal with it eventually. Okay, got it. Nice. No threat. Oh, we should have thought Scoured, but that's okay. It ended up working out. We drew the Gurmag Angler. Gonna keep up as much mana as we can. Leave the Chainer's Edict in the graveyard. We're only a black source and a land. 2 lands with one of them being a black source away from flashing that back. Prophetic Prism is fine. Ooh. This is big. We're gonna get in for 7. We can cast Brainstorm. Put back the... We want all these cards. Ah, shoot. We don't want the island. Okay, nice. So now we can attack for 7. We have Deprive mana up. We'll cast Ponder. Not gonna shuffle. Cast another Gurmag Angler. Alright. Looks like we might have grinded this one out. I guess if they had triple Galvanic Blast. Does not have it. Nice. We beat Affinity. Ooh, that was close. That was a nail biter for sure. Their deck is really strong. We got the counter spells though. We had the tempo. Stormbound guys got there. We drew the anglers when we needed to. That's funny how we didn't Thought Scour and then drew the Gurmag Angler. But yeah, that was a little bit better of what we wanted the deck to do. Alright, so now we're 2-2 going into round 5. And I'll see you guys there.